All right, guys, welcome to Met with Gastin, where we make things happen. I am Gastin Mapala. Welcome to our next upload. Today, let's have a look at analytical geometry grade 11 examples. Oh, I got the spelling of examples wrong there. Really? All right, never mind. We managed to see that. Is good to see your own mistakes. That's why we are practicing so that we don't make mistakes. All right, so today's example, let's have a look at, we've given a diagram then. It has got point A, B, and D. All right, so it says we need to answer the following questions. Please make sure that you watch the video before this one, because that one is showing you the lesson when it comes to analytical geometry, so that you will be able to understand what we're dealing with here. Okay, all right. So the first question here says find the gradient of AB. All right, okay. Let's write the coordinates of A here. It's -1, 14. Okay. And then coordinates of B, it's 2:2. Okay, so we know this is X. Okay, I'm just gonna mark them. This is X1, this is Y1. Very, very important what I'm doing now, guys. Make sure that you mark your coordinates, because we have seen a lot of learners, they make mistakes. They say X1 is this one, Y2 is this one, and then when they substitute them completely different. So please ensure that you mark them and then you point them when you substitute, so that you don't make any careless mistakes. Okay, remember, guys, analytical geometry, this is where you need to scoop all the marks. Okay, if you want to get a distinction, please make sure that you pay attention to what you are doing. All right, okay. Therefore, Y2 all over x2 minus x1. Okay, when you substitute this here, this is what we're going to get. We're going to get we're going to say okay, please just hold on, guys. Looks like the coordinate of B, this coordinate here, I made a mistake, guys. This coordinate here is not 2. Let me just okay, this coordinate here, it's B is 5:2, ne? Apologies for that, guys. Mistakes do happen. That's why I said pay attention to what you're doing. B, it's 5/2. Okay, okay, right then. Yeah, great stuff. We managed to get that one out of the way. Let's go. Y2 is going to be 2 minus y1, which is 14, all over 5, which is x2, minus into -1. Can you see the bracket there, guys? You need to put the bracket to ensure that everything is accordingly, and then you can punch this in your calculator, and then you would see that is going to give you -1. Okay, great stuff. All right, okay, so this was the number 1. Now let's come to number 2. Number 2, it says that find the equation of a line parallel to AB passing through D. A line parallel to AB passing through D. Okay, so now we know when it comes to equations of a straight line, when we hear parallel, we know that parallel lines means that the gradient of the first line is equal to the gradient of the second line. Okay, that's in terms of the gradient. So therefore, it means in this case, M gradient should be equal to M of D, of the equation of a straight line we're trying to calculate, okay, which is -2. Okay, all right, so it's passing through point D. Point D in this case, it's -3 and then 3. All right, so therefore I'm going to use my favorite equation of a straight line. Remember, guys, there's many ways to do this. You can do this also the other way around, but I just prefer using this equation because I don't have to look for for C. Rather, if you use this one, x plus c, you're going to have to look for c. But if you use this one, y minus y1 is equals to m d x minus x1. Therefore, you should be able to solve it without having any hassle. Okay, So let's substitute D here because they said it's passing through D. Okay, so minus into minus 3. You will notice, guys, where if there's a negative sign, I normally put brackets so that I don't make a mistake. Okay, all right. Okay, no, this is not Y. Okay, Y it's positive in this case. Let me see. Okay, Y is not negative here, it's positive. Therefore, minus into minus 3. Okay, there you go. Y minus 3. This one here, you need to multiply out by a negative, but let's use the negative inside first, plus 3. Therefore, you will take this 3 to that side, minus 2x. Then the x times that, I'm doing binomial, I guess, removing the bracket. Okay, so minus 2 times that is going to be minus 6, and then 3, take 3 to this side, is going to change the sign, is going to be positive 3. Okay, therefore our equation is going to be equation D, which is D here, is going to be equals to minus 2x, therefore minus 3. Okay, right, you can double check this equation. If the equation is correct, you can substitute back one of the coordinates, which is the coordinates of D, and see if you will get a Y of positive 3. Okay, all right, then let's come to number 3. Number 3, in this case, then we need to find the equation of a perpendicular bisector of AD. So therefore, we know that the perpendicular bisector is going to be a line that is going there. Okay, all right, so now line of a perpendicular bisector, I think also they said, yeah, the equation says passing D, because you're going to need that point. Okay, all right, so now let's have a look at this one. We're going to use our same equation as before, but now because they said it's perpendicular to AB, so it means the product of the gradient of AB times D should give us minus 1. Okay, so we already know the gradient of AB, which is minus 2. So therefore, we need to find out what is the gradient of D. Okay, therefore, to find the gradient of D, we divide by minus 2 all over. Therefore, it's going to give us 1 over 2, positive 1 over 2. Okay, all right, then we're going to come to our equation and substitute the equation now, because we know that it's passing through D. Okay, let me rather say not 1, let me say D here to be more specific. Y minus the point of D, Y is 3, it's gonna be 3, it's gonna be half, which is this perpendicular gradient X, minus into minus 3, close bracket. Okay, so therefore now what you can do here, you put this, you do binomial, remove the bracket, 1 over 2x, and therefore positive 3 over 2. Then you take the 3 to the other side, is going to give you half x. Okay, and therefore when you take this one to the other side, it should be able to give you minus 3, should be able to give you something like this. Okay, should be able to give you plus 7 here at the end. All right, okay, please let us know what you think, but I think something is not right with this question number 3 here. I think I made a very terrible mistake, but anyhow, it's fine. We can always do the correction. Remember, guys, this is just for practice. Okay, all right, so let's move on. Please double check, ne? I'm just gonna write here, double check this, ne? Please double check. Okay, because I think something is not like here, ne? So please double check and make sure that is correct. If it's not correct, let us know where we made a mistake, and then we'll definitely do the correction on this one. But for now, let's move on to D. D, it says C, find the coordinates of C if this is a parallelogram. So for some reason here, if this is a parallelogram, it means your C would be here. The coordinates of C would be here. Okay, So therefore, looking at the diagram here, this should be where the C is. Okay, so now what do you do in this instance? What you can do what is known as by inspection. Coordinate A before they became coordinate B. What happened? Okay, so let's find out here. So in terms of y was -1. For it to become, sorry, in terms of x was -1. For it to become 5, what happened? It means 6 was added. There was a +6 on a x coordinate, okay? Therefore, also on a y coordinate, it was 14. For it to become 2, it means we did something. We removed 12. So we subtracted 12 there. So similarly, this is what you would do. You say -3 D3. In order for you to get to C, what must have happened? Okay, what you're just going to do, we're just going to add the same thing that happened to A. We're just going to add 6. When you add 6, what do you get at C? -6, -3 rather, plus 6. You should be able to get 3. Okay, and therefore 3 minus 12, you should be able to get -9. So these are the coordinates of C, and that's how you would deal. And then the examiner might ask you to give a reason. You just have to say by inspection. Okay, you just have to tell the examiner that you did an inspection, therefore you managed to find the coordinates of T. Then you should be able to get full marks on this one. Yes guys, this is how you would deal with examples like this ones. Please make sure that you fully understand the concept, because if you don't, you're really gonna have a challenge and you're gonna struggle. But that's why we're here, guys, to assist you whenever you're having such problems and you are struggling, and we will be able to assist you. Make sure that you reach us on our WhatsApp number, check it on our bio, and we'll be able to assist you one-on-one. Whether you want it online, in any form whatsoever, we should be able to assist you here at Math with Gaston, because we make things happen. So see you on the next upload.